Right, let's go visit Minfilia. That's what I want to do. Hey, sorry. Same with you. Good to know. Let's have a quick head poke in, see how everyone else is doing. Think pretty much, yeah. Everyone's pretty much as I left them. I'm in Filia. Welcome back, Zest. I am reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn all to Villa Habrea? Sort of. He's been around. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say? Precisely the kind of deception that Aasians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land could be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Perhaps we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Maybe. I kind of wouldn't mind getting over and done with, though. It's all the same to you. Minfilia has yet another lead for you to pursue. While you attended to business in Fanland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Noraxia can furnish you with the details. Please speak with her. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Zest. I will definitely do my best. Right, Noraxia. Okay, looks as if people... Oh no, Fankrad's still sitting there. Yeah. Doesn't look like much has changed around here. Let's go speak to Noraxia. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with Walking One in Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary Mars One. This Mars One is most certainly a Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Full God Float in the North Shroud. Well, no time like the present. Let's head over there then. You'll get that done quickly. In here, I take it. Medrod? No, not you. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Care to explain? Alright, Medrod, calm down. You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but it hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. Well, hopefully. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous friend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me she died a gruesome death. At that instant, I knew right away this masked man was a minion of Thrall, come to claim herself for his realm. No, it's probably not that, but... What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whichever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurous. The least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Well, I mean... I can't complain if they're going to send me in the right direction, I suppose. Adina's proposal to make concern your investigation. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk have pointed a finger at them. I somehow doubt that's the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. My main problem is I don't think, at least in normal circumstances, that the Ascians would have much interest in just committing random murders. So I feel like there's something else afoot here. However, doesn't mean I can leave it be, so we will check out what's leading to this, I suppose. Get over here, sir. Okay. I suppose I could keep fighting around here for a while. I know it said I need to put down 3 Ziz, but it looks like the Wood Whaler's having a bit of a... This is his problem at the moment, so I'll help him deal with that while we're out here. Any more? Yep, seemingly so. They keep coming, apparently. Where these things are appearing from. Well, there's definitely plenty of them, that's for sure. Oh, hello. feel like we're clearing a fair few of them. Any more? Yep, apparently so. Some more. This will eventually end, I'm sure. There can only be so many Ziz around here. We done? Okay, I think we're done. Well, that was a lot more than I was expecting to have to kill, but that's fine. I like to help out where I can. Yeah, I don't think this is involved, to be honest. You've already seen it as is. Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Not really. Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike the Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. I mean, we probably should have started with that, frankly. But sure. Okay, guess both of you have something for me. Reborn has information to share regarding your investigation. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same time as Medrod's, so I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in the gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area to the west of here, in case you're mind to investigate. I definitely will. And you? Aideen has further knowledge of the mysterious deaths. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I better watch myself, eh? I think it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumour that's been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock somewhere southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow the piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so we have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. I don't feel that that's going to lead anywhere, but sure. I guess I can do that. I think the actual winged eye is probably the better lead here. Okay, we're going up or down? Down and down. Oh, let's go to this one first. Try and take a wide berth of these large fellows. I believe that is our suspect rock. Oh. Yeah. It's exhilarating work adventuring some days. And then some days you're just sitting around picking up pieces of rock. Oh well, at least the pay's average. And that's done. Okay. Right, let's check out the actual lead, shall we? Excuse me, clay golems. Right. I might have to take down another Ziz if it decides to get angry with me for standing there. We'll see. Okay. Anything interesting around? Oh, hello. You're not what I was expecting to see. I mean, you've got eyes aplenty, that's for sure, but I don't think that's what they meant. Well, so much for those. We'll shave off some time and teleport back. I like to get things done quickly, especially in a situation like this where something bad could happen the longer I leave it. Okay, here's your pieces of rock. Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yards of the Rock of Rancor. Aye, it has a name. Well, what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Well, bigger than a shard, but not quite large enough to be a cluster. The energies emitted by this crystal lightly tingle in the hands of any who touch it. Here you go, and here's your pieces of rock. Huh? Why, these are just your garden variety crystals. It is a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. Almost hate to say it, that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've gone and wasted both your time and perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time you've wasted my time. But it is what it is. A monstrous Banemite appeared and you slew it. That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Folgord. Well, not anymore. Intentional or no, you've done us a great service. You have my gratitude. But this does make me wonder. Was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of the light combined with blind panic? You've both been a great deal of help. Thank you very much. Do I have any... No. I do not. Medrod, do you have anything else for me? Medrod is troubled by the dearth of new developments in the murder investigation. There have been no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing the killer's still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were miles apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? I'm just going to throw this out there, guys. I think there might have been more than one. What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see the fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? Well, yeah. There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Yeah, of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. Ugh, so obvious. But then that means since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must have been even more victims as yet undiscovered. Probably. Ugh. Yeah. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It's a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was the rocky area to the west I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Thanks to all three of you. You've been a big help. Maybe. I mean, you've been slightly better than no help. I'll leave it at that. Right, let's head back out to where we were before. See if there's anything that escaped our notice. Or anything new that wasn't there before. Oh. Excuse me, Mr. Bainmite, you're in my way. Ah, that looks promising. What do we have as is to deal with? Quiet now. Okay. Well, that doesn't look pleasant. And we have our floating eye. Damn it, didn't get here quite in time. But we can stop him doing any more. Well, I guess let's report this back. At least we've dealt with one of the creatures. You can just run back, it's fine. Yes. I understand you're not happy with me being here, but I'm only on my way through. Sir, I'm afraid I have some distressing news. Greetings, adventurer. What I might assist you with? The body of this poor soul has been defiled in more ways than one. Oof. Got to be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Poor woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud, while the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women, all are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them, so as to notify their next of... This button, engraved with a lily motif, the very same object was found upon another victim. A family sigil, or that of an organisation perhaps? Interesting. Either way, I dare to hope that this find will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I mean, it can't hurt. It's the best lead we have. Athelmar wants you to hold on to the button. I would have you hold on to the lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. Fair. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Immune. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Not a bad idea. Let's work our way over to there, shall we? Ah, Immune. It's actually been a while. Good morrow to you, Zests. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Unfortunately, no. Ever seen this? A lily sigil carved into this tiny ivory button. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body. Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognise the lily sigil. You'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. What are you? Oh, yeah. Okay. How far away is this Bernadette? Not very far. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? Well, that's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then, show me what you have. Check it out. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by families of old. Though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there's a soul in Gridania who does, it would be sign gold over the Lancers Guild. The one makes a point of knowing all citizens on a forename basis. Okay. Lancers Guild, did they say? Yes, Lancers Guild. Right, let's head out over there. Bernadette believes I can help you. Well, that's a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Have you ever seen this design on this button before? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of ordinary Gridanians. The owner of this button is most certainly well to do. You may wish to take your search into the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait, a memory comes to me. Of late there's been a man who is perpetually seated by the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendale, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly similar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he could tell you a thing or two about it. That's definitely the most promising lead I've had so far. And we're not too far away, so let us have a sprint over there. See what this Ursendale has in the way of information. Hello, sir. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. Have you ever seen this button before? The sigil of the Darton Cause family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman. Her face, was it marred in any way? Okay, you definitely know what's going on. I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I mean, if it stops what's happening, then I will definitely promise to do so. Ursendale has a confession to make regarding mysterious murders. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the Darden Cause. During that time I had the honour of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kind of fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day without warning she began receiving queer guests. None among us known whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the poor girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was I left Haukke Manor, my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavoured to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved to never speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Haukke Manor on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now, go and do what must be done. Well, I will certainly try to do so. The manor I once served in was no less magnificent than those found in gentry wards yonder, and magnificent it should be, for it was formerly home of generations of seedseers. However, the elder seedseer before the last declared that he needed not such extravagance, and the abode came into the ownership of the Dartencourt family. Interesting. So the rich of Gridania live past these doors, eh? The district beyond is home to distinguished Gridardians. Commoners may not enter. That includes you, adventurer. Go back whence you came, or I'll be forced to remind you of your place. Sure. Anyway, let's get this foul business out of the way. Haukke Manor, eh? It's a bit of a run, but I'll at least get to Dayu a bit of an airing. I feel that I should probably make this pathway a little less reliant on a tree route, but that's just me. What do I know? I'm not even from here. Okay. Where do we go from here? Oh, okay. Let's go a bit further down. Excuse me. Oh, I see. I see. Well, there's some definitely unpleasant fauna around here, that's for sure. Oh, here's the manor, and we have floating eyes, looks like. We definitely have the place. Okay. Well, let's not mess around here, shall we? Deal with a few of these. I want to have to come back here. Right, let's cold a few of them at least. Right, how are we getting in here? Okay, well, looks like we've made our way in, at least. Let's deal with whatever is in his side here. This could definitely be described as your traditional haunted house type scenario. Well, we're not getting through that barrier. Okay, and adventurers go left, so left we will be going. Tiny key. You. Anything of important? Anything of import in here? Take those a no. Okay, I guess the tiny key can be used for here. Yep. Oh, and we have another key. Sure that will come in useful. Probably for this locked door. Let's check around here before we go in. Let's check the locked door first, actually, while we're here. Okay, I thought we might find some more keys, but apparently not. That's fine, I'm sure we'll stumble across some more if there's any more locked doors to deal with. Gotta be systematic about this. Ha. Ivy door. I don't think I have a key for that. Nope. But the key might let me in here. Okay, excellent. Right, looks like there's only one way that we have to go now. And yeah, okay. Right, miss. Let's deal with you. Ah, and the green key, eh? Right, what way does this lead? Oh, this leads back to the front. Okay, good to know. Looks like we take the ivy door, which I assume this key is for. It's unnervingly quiet in this place. And of course we have animated skeletons, why would we not? Carnation door, eh? I assume that takes a special key as well. Right then. Well, we can at least get into this door. Aha, I spy another key. Another 2 keys, in fact. Very, very nice. I wonder if all manors in Gridania come with tortured dungeons, or if it's sort of an optional extra you can get. I assume most places don't come with them as standard, but what do I know? Did I miss something? I didn't. There's another key in here. I don't know if I missed something. Drat. I'm going to have a check around again. I think I got everything, but maybe I didn't. So, best to be thorough. Maybe I didn't miss anything. Aha! Oh, that would have been quicker, but it's fine. Another tiny key. Right, so I think we have the right key for this place now. Hmm. Steward. I don't suppose you could point me in the direction of your lady. No? Well, can't say I didn't try. Okay. Oh, looks like we're heading back. Because I think this parchment will let us get past that seal. At least that's my hope. I think we've pretty much exhausted all this floor. And the floor below. Yep, read from the bloody parchment. I will do so. And the seal is broken. Oh. Okay, I assume that's the lady of the house. However, I haven't checked all the way up here yet. I'm sure she can wait. Oh, okay, that leads back downstairs. Don't need that. But we can actually get into this last door. Okay, that is a thorough cleaning of this place. I think I got a new axe for my trouble. Can't complain there. Right, Lady Amandine, was it? Let's end your madness. I suppose it would be a good idea to extinguish those lamps, but I don't really have time. And I think you're done. Okay, hopefully that means we don't have any more of these murders happening around here. We can only hope. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. Oh, Asians. Wonderful. What do you two want? It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one of the crystal of light, much less 3. The crystals make you strong, and it is that strength that light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable with our own. We cannot well allow you to continue upon your present course. What are you going to do about it? Alas, we came here not to play, but to take a measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. The task is now accomplished. We take our leave of you. Of course you do. Eventually you won't be able to run away. Fare you well, bringer of light. No. Not La Habrea, but definitely Asian work. Right, let's have a check in with Urson now. I'll be happy to know that the grim business is dealt with. Oh, I guess happy is too strong a word, maybe relieved. Right, anyway, let's see what we picked up in there. Well, not looking the most spiffy I've ever looked in my life, but I'm sure I can adjust that at some point. Okay, Arsendale. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. Well, here it's like this. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But whom I speak of punishment, by my silence I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray the gods will have mercy on my soul. So dutifully did I serve my lady in happier times, only to forsake her when she needed me most. My failures will forever haunt me, and yet, with your brave deeds, mayhap my lady's tormented soul will find peace after so many years of woe. Well, we can only hope so. I mean, try not to torture yourself with it too much. Right, we will head back to Minfilia and put this unfortunate incident to bed for now. At least we seem to be heading in some kind of right direction to find La Habrea. His minions decided to turn up at least, so there's that. Hello again, Tataru. Good to see you. Okay. That's Minfilia. Welcome back, Zest. Full glad am I to see you've safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn in the Twelveswood? Well, you see, two of La Habrea's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission. The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt then the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the free nations to their presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. Is that all we can do, I wonder? There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. Yeah, you're right. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you're ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. I mean, sure, let's get it. Let's get it sorted now. Minfilia is awaiting to brief you and your fellow Scions on a new development.
The Maelstrom requests our assistance.
Concerning the kobolds they sent such copious notes on, I presume?
Yes. And no. It has more to do with their findings, which portend a peril far greater than any beast tribe.
What sort of peril?
The worst kind. A tribe of kobolds in the vicinity of Limsa Lominsa has reawakened Titan. Our task will be to slay the Primal. The Maelstrom have sworn support for the endeavor.
Oh, so Titan is a Primal. Thanks for updating me on that.
They are no strangers to the havoc kobolds can wreak.
This is true.
Years before the Grand Company's reformation, two primals, Leviathan and Titan, chanced to converge upon the sea wall, wreaking untold devastation. There, by the grace of the Navigator, were the mercenaries Merlvip hired able to fend them off. Yet it did not take long for the beast tribes to regroup, and they summoned their primals once more.
Thankfully, their second coming was decidedly short-lived, but that is beside the point. So long as tormented souls will them to exist, the realm will never be rid of primals.
The Maelstrom has kept a watchful eye upon the beast tribes, and the kobolds in particular, ever since. Which brings us to the matter at hand.
Unlike Ifrit, we know scarcely anything of Titan. Unfortunately, the only force known to have bested him, the modestly named Company of Heroes, disbanded 5 years since, and mercenaries are not in the habit of keeping chronicles.
Expect the worst. The Maelstrom's help is of course appreciated, but even if we had their whole armada at our disposal, we could still find ourselves overmatched. A pity the kobolds lack the gentle sensibilities of the sylphs. A peaceful resolution would be more than welcome.
Seems unlikely, I assume.
The echo will not avail you this time, I fear. If you are to survive, your steel must needs speak for you.
Well, yeah. I'm prepared for that, don't worry.
No one would think you a coward were you to decline.
Don't worry about it. No interest in declining.
So you will accept?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
We can't very well send him to Limsa-Lominsa without Y'shtola, can we, Minfilia?
May I ask that of you, Y'shtola?
I never thought it in question.
Ever reliable. Very well. We will spare no effort to win victory. You may count on the full support of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And all not afield will aid the fight from afar. Thancred, Ida, go to the Grand Companies. Tell them of our plight and solicit their support. Urianger, send word to the students of Baldessian, and Alfino if you would. Papalimo, compile all the information we have on Titan, little though it may be. You will be apprised of the tactical situation when you reach the Sailor's Ward. Provision yourself for the journey. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Yes. Hail the crystal. It's a Titan, eh? Interesting. Thank you for agreeing to handle Titan and the coal boats. As Y'shtola mentioned, the mission will be fraught with danger, so we will want to spare no preparation. I shall look forward to your triumphant return, and shall all your comrades. Go with the blessing of the crystal. Yes, hail the crystal. We will check in with everyone briefly, possibly. Oh, yeah, looks like everyone's moved out to do their work. Hello, I don't know if we've met. No matter anyone's past transgressions, all who have seen the dream are welcome, even men such as we. I have heard offers such as these before. They were naught more than bait for the hangman's noose. Darius still. I don't know. Fremont, hello. Looks like the antecedents found herself a good crop of aspiring heroes. I reckon Ilza will be alright as long as these fine folk are around to protect her. I am told you're one of our finest, Zest. I suspect we will see much more of each other in the future. Okay, Clive. Oriange, hello. As the primals fall, so do our spirits soar. Though mine aid be but modest, I am nonetheless heartened in my duties. I don't want to believe that Master Garland is dead, but the chief wasn't the type to cut and run. He would have gone to Cartano. He would have been there when Dalamed fell, which meant... Well, you might be still alive, you don't know. If there's anything we can do to help, no matter how small, just ask. Broken carriage axle, cracked barrel, hells, even a leaky bucket. Say the word and we'll fix it. Uli? Aye. Guarding Norexia is a prestigious duty indeed. Onfold is right to be excited. But he has never crossed swords with a Garlean before. I wonder what will happen if he is forced to confront his father's countrymen. Arbatia. Congratulate the boy, Zest, chosen by the antecedent as the Sylph's bodyguard. What an honour. Of course, this means his dusky rags will no longer suffice. I'll say we get the boy a shiny new suit of silver armour, the kind the Sultan's worn wear. We split the cost and evenly and surprise him. Not bad, eh? No, not too bad. Hey, involved. I hear you've got some new duties to deal with. Zest, have you heard I've been chosen to serve as Nerexia's bodyguard. There have been increasing reports of Imperial activity in Fanland, and so the antecedent insists that our guests be escorted whenever venturing outside. I know how hard you of all people work to endear us to the Sylphs. I swear to you that I will guard our honoured guests with my life, and not allow your efforts to come to naught. Well, that's good. I think she'll be in capable hands then. Now, Heribert. With this many people here, we need a culinarian of our own. We can't subsist on rations and preserved foodstuffs forever. True. Unateyan. Waken Sound sure is busy these days. Fresh-faced venturers eager to make their mark, and famous folk like you running off to face the bleeding Lord of the Crags. Maybe it's time for me and the boys to retire. Venturing's a dangerous calling after all. Be a little slow, be a little late just once, and that's that. You're not wrong. Live in? I will not believe it. I have been summoned by Lady Minfilia. Do you suppose she has an assignment for me? What I would not give to have something to fight for again, and yet I must not be over-eager. I'm sure you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Norexia. What the? You look different. This one has finally figured out a way to make walking ones be quiet. What does friendly one think? This one is very convincing, yes? Oh, it's a glamour? You should probably put some pants on. I mean, people won't be scared. Well, I mean, they might be scared, but they'll probably just think you're weird, but that's probably fine. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, put some pants on. Papillimo, hello. Ida is on her way to Gridania to request aid of the Order of the Twin Adder. In the meantime, we must learn all we can of the Primal Titan. Literature may yield us the utmost of useful information, but there is no sure way than to seek the former members of the Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes, eh? Why do I get this weird foreboding feeling that something annoying is about to go down? Anyway, I guess we'd better go off and try and hunt down these Company of Heroes. And we will do that shortly.